Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Laundry Room Podcast with myself, Roxy Tumbledryer. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Oh, I was on holiday, then I was on another holiday, then I was kidnapped on the holiday. My parents went out for tapas and never come back, and sure, you know how it goes. But anyway, welcome back anyway. I hope you have missed me as much as I've missed you, because I've missed you a lot. But this week, I am joined by an absolute queen of the May, the queen of the West Belfast queen, the bitch of all bitches. Please, make some noise in your homes, clap your thighs, clap your arseholes, and jiggle your tits for Misty Falls!
Yeah, your man's home.
Come out, ye black and tan.
Oh, don't be starting that.
Treat you like a man.
Treat you like a man. Fuck you like a man.
You look like you like ham.
I do. Oh my god, a wee ham sandwich.
It's a traditional ham related song.
Ham.
Like, come out with your lovely cooked hams.
Black and tan bread.
Come out with your hams and let me eat them like a man. That could be something.
Aye, be something. Be something there.
You are the Catholic woman, and I don't know anything about hams and songs like that.
No.
I'm a true
Psalms. I know about psalms in the church.
Come out and give us your palms, and you're like, give them wanks. Like,
palms and
no, come out and give them palms.
Oh, palms! Oh my god!
You're going around the doors rapping and going.
I was like taking it to church. I was like, yes, no. At Easter time, we get the palms. No, for your ashes.
Oh,
you're like, no, giving people wanks.
You're ready for a novena where I'm like, come out for your Catholic wanking session. I'm like, oh, Father, is that you? It's like, get out of your bed, John. He's here. Why is the wife Catholic? I have no idea. Like,
no.
Why is it
Catholic? Why is it Irish?
Irish. Why she's got a southern accent?
Why she's from the south?
I don't know. But here, Misty, what about you?
Hiya.
Welcome to the laundry.
I am very, very, very glad to be here. Finally. Eventually.
It has happened to me right in front of my face, and I cannot hide it.
Chicka chicka. Some lovely jazz hands. How are you, my favourite kitchen appliance?
I'm absolutely wonderful. I was meeting Mr. Right, the man of my dreams, the one that should be true love, or at least it seemed.
With brown cocoa skin and curly black hair, just the way he looked at me, that tender loving stare.
But finally,
we're here.
Along. The way I feel about you, don't get me wrong.
Oh, Roxanne, I have missed this.
If you only
it's been a lot.
About you. Well, actually, it hasn't been a long time. I passed you Saturday night through the window waving like.
So we do see each other every Saturday night waving through the window. It's now become the Saturday night tradition.
We do. You see, doing that, I have to, because this city is a shithole. Oh, there we are. I'm holding the microphone so much better now that you can hear me clearly. Just in case somebody comments, going, your sound's terrible. I'm like, suck my sound, you fucking dick. Anyway,
Saturday night through the window.
Saturday nights through the window. We're nearly on our first tangent there. We are the Tangent Podcast. So you can't get a taxi in this city as I'm leaving at 10 o'clock. I have done my drag, my feet are sore, and I'm like, fuck this, good night. The kids are all the way out, waited doing
the bits.
I am already going, I can't wait to be in my bed at 10 to 11, eating something and watching TV. Yes,
that's it. Just Eat's been done. Drags off. You're in your comfies.
Exactly.
Whereas while all that's happening,
it's all
I'm hanging out the window, being like, "Oh, welcome along to the show."
Exactly.
We've been doing savages are going past, being like, "Bye, girls, enjoy your Saturday night in."
But because the town's so shit and you can't get a taxi, there's me then having to do not get a taxi just from outside Union Street. I have to walk up to the top of Donegal Street.
The whole lap of the street.
Up the street with all your stuff in your bags, and then you just stand basically on Donegal Street.
Yeah.
It's like it's the 1930s.
At the corner.
You know, like show a little bit of thigh to try and get the man to stop.
Ankle, a little bit of ankle, just for the
what
the
I do is
man.
I just send Sapphire Sparks over and she's like, "Do you take us home?" And it's like, "Yep, thank you."
Done. That's it. That's you sorted.
Dick, so it's all good.
You're happy and sorted.
That's it. She sucks her dick, so we're all good.
And that's it, free. There you go. You don't even have to pay the tax.
That's it. Makes Sapphire transfer that money, so. And she'll get it no bother at all. But yeah, we get to see each other through the window. I walk past, and then there's a crowd shouting, go on, Roxy. And I'm like, fuck off. As
you disappear into the night.
I'm away. They come for a drink. I'm like, no,
I can't do
it's already my bedtime.
I don't know what it is now, though. I think it's probably more because we've been doing this for a while. I enjoy a drink and drag.
Oh, I can only take a drink and drag.
But I can't go out anymore and drag after the gig. Whereas I'm just like, no,
I'm done. I've worked. I'm I'm over it.
Yeah.
Thank you and God bless.
It's a lot. We give a lot.
It's a lot mentally. It's not even just the time. You're only on stage for I don't know how long. Some people's shows last for 2 hours, an hour, and 3 hours, 5 hours.
5.
But like it's the getting ready before it. It's having to do the planning and people sending you music and da. It's not just a matter of let me put on this dress and go and dance like a dick.
No, that's the thing. Like on a Saturday when I'm getting ready, I'm like, right, Electra sends me our group shit, and then I'm like, right, let's plan the show. So that's like an hour listening to Spotify. Even if I'm not going to do it, you're sitting, no, flicking through,
I always
having a smoke, going, right, okay. Then you have to pack. Then you have to get all the bits shaved that you need to fucking shave. And then you have to go and actually do the gig.
And then you go and do the fucker and you're like, well, that was great. And then as soon as it hits the time, I'm like, I am done herding straight women like sheep. I'm fucked. I'm like a shepherd. I'm like, come this way, I'm going to drink.
Unless one of the girls are in for like a birthday on a Saturday, and you're having a couple of drinks while you're doing the set and the crack's good, you may stay for one and do a lap. But after that, I'm like, right, taxi, bibbidi bobbidi book.
I was about to go, I don't think there's a lap in me, but there is. I always call up to see Granny D upstairs, and she's like, hello, Granny. Like, hello, what's happening? Nothing. Great. All the best. Cheerio.
That's you.
That is the
No,
lap.
I do the same with DJ Stevie on a Saturday.
Done.
I go up to DJ booth, go, Stevie, how are you? Well, George, then I'll say hi, George does the lights.
And
then I'm like, right, me and Electra are away. I'll see you next week.
Good night, God bless, bye-bye.
Safe home.
Done. And we're away. And that is how it works. I love it. I'm like, that's me done. Fair enough, once in a blue moon, now if somebody's like, out, yeah, I'm like, okay, let's go. But
if you take the notion,
but
like you do it and you don't give a fuck, but then you die on the Sunday, and then if you're like yourself,
I'll have to do it all again.
You have to do it all again on the Sunday.
This is, I go, no, I have another show tomorrow. No.
Or I get a little text from our good sister Rusty Hinges going, Misty,
cover me.
Well, will you cover me the night? And you know me, like, I'll work hard for the cause. Like, if you're saying that I get extra money that week, I'm like, yes, because we all know where that money's going, and Mum's getting a good smoke that week as well.
You're happy enough, you're going, I'm
I'm
that
like,
money.
Let's do it.
That'll do me.
And then I'll bring a bottle of rosé wine in with while we're doing the gig, because if it's not my gig, I'm like, fuck it, let's have a drink and have the crack with people. Mum's on the wine.
Everything going. If it involves makeup and putting on women's clothes, I'm getting a fucking drink.
You need a drink before, after,
during. It's very fucking. I feel odd. I feel weird. See, being sober in drag.
Yeah.
I feel like a fucking pervert.
Even if it's only a couple of blue, just to kind of take the edge. Now, when I say a couple of blue, a couple of WKD.
I was about to like.
You're like, oh wow, Misty's on the tablets.
Misty's on the top, folks. He had her first. You wonder why she looks the way she does. It's because she's on the blues. And Misty's like, wanna check on hanging out a fucking window like a drive-through at KFC. What cheers, love? What cheers, love? Pasty supper. What cheers, love?
Genuinely, we have now started calling the Saturday night window the drive-through window, because you literally just chat shit to anybody
Come
that comes
to drive-through
past.
hatch and get your picture taken with a light-up mustache. Go on, do everything. Do all of the local things.
I know, it's like a PSA for, please come see the queer people within Belfast.
Yes, they stand in a corner outside to get looked at. It's amazing.
Look at us.
When the time they're all there, I'm gone. I'm like, don't look at me.
If you want to come out and see Roxy, come out a little bit earlier.
Don't. I'm out. I leave the house here at 7:30. I like to be around for about 7:30. So now we're in our beautiful summertime sadness. It is fucking
right.
The lights have no effect whatsoever inside the bar. It is like, man. That is what I feel like. Gentlemen, hello.
And welcome to my Victoria Cabaret show.
Yeah, in my house I have it all. Like the drapes are drawn.
Oh, you create the most lovely fantasy for yourself when you're getting ready to get in the headspace.
I get ready by light as if it's going to be the same light. Well, it's the same light as the inside of the building.
Yeah.
It's going to be, when it's dark. So I actually like when it's dark, like a real thing. But when it's daytime, I'm like, Jesus fuck. I heard a taxi driver the other day. I walked out and he was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I heard him. I was like,
you know it's bad when like the taxi man are like, because sometimes like you'll get a taxi man and they'll be like, well, what's happening? How are you? What's the crack? What are you doing?
No, they don't flirt no more with me. They think they know the score. I'm like,
do they not no more?
No, because I'm like, all right, what's happening?
I'll get it the odd time, but then as soon as I'm like, because now I'm back up home, I have to get the old taxi back up to Crumlin after the gig now.
The countryman.
So you're going up them fucking windy country roads, and I'm like, I'm not flirting with you because I will be left in a ditch in Nuts Corner somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
With your nuts lying in a corner. There was a lady found with the nuts in a corner. Do you know who it was?
Misty.
It was Misty Falls. I sound like one of those 1940s broadcasts. Like,
say,
baby, what are you talking about? Hello.
And I'll film noir.
Like, music coming in. That's not music. Some music. News coming in right now. Drag queen Misty Falls found with balls on the side of the falls. Who is it? We don't know. It's Misty from the falls. Balls. Halls.
tea.
Deck the halls with balls of holly. Twala-la-la, fa-la-la, honey.
Oh,
Baby.
don't be starting Christmas. It's too early.
Don't even. I can't be fucked. Christmas doesn't start for me till at least 2 weeks before. Until then, don't even fucking speak to me. And Christmas cards, I think, are a feat of shite.
I will take the wigs out probably about mid-October and get them done and out of the way that I know I'm going to use for Christmas.
Oh, Christmas drag shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
but like costumes and stuff are the week of. Get them bunged in the washing machine.
Get all last year's reminiscent makeup off it.
Make sure everything's sitting, and then it's one bag, and it sits there.
Well, that's the only good thing I
from
like
the
about
end
it.
of December or from the end of November right through, possibly sometimes to January, in case you get an old corporate Christmas slightly after.
Oh.
Do you know some companies do that? They can't do it over Christmas, so they do it after. So you have to dress like a fucking slutty Mrs. Claus or slutty elf.
See, as
to
soon
be
as
like, hello.
that happened, I'm like, no, you're not getting any Christmas stuff out of me. You'll get normal, not your fucking hype. And even if I'm doing some Christmas, no sort of crossover November into December, still normal shit. Not happening with me.
Yeah, I love our timeline when it comes to it, because do you know when we used to do, like, come the end of November, we were like, right, it's normal cabaret, and then first weekend December, it's like 2 normal, 1 Christmas.
Yes.
And then the week after that, 2 Christmas, 1 normal.
Yeah.
And then we do 2 weeks of full Christmas, and that was it.
Slowly breaking you in.
Easing. We were the edgers of edging people into Christmas when it came to it. Whereas now,
still do it.
There's that many people that come out. I have just went, do you know what it is? December itself is a Christmas month.
I hate Christmas music. It's fucking...
Oh, by the end of it,
shits.
you go into full robotics mode and you're like,
it's
just doing the routine.
Wonderful time. I don't give a fuck. Shut up.
Like,
it's not the most
and you know,
wonderful time.
I love Jane McDowell, we all do. Saint Jane of Cruising.
Legend herself.
But by December 24th, I do not want to hear Cruising to Christmas.
Ding, 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 ding. I bet you that rings out across gay bars across the world.
For December 1st at midnight, it's the first song played.
Ding, ding.
Between that and Mariah Carey.
It could be a Tuesday night. It could be a fucking Wednesday afternoon. It's boom, boom. You hear Jim out. That's it. But anyway, less about Christmas. Fuck that. We're going to end up getting into Christmas and a little depressed because I hate it.
Just to the fact about Christmas cards, no. I do enjoy a card, but then also I'm like, oh, that's just a waste of paper.
It's just something to throw in the bin.
Do you know what I mean? I'll come and say Happy Christmas. We'll all go out for a drink. Good Christmas. We can have a good girly time and a good girly night out.
Don't waste your time giving me
But
a Christmas card.
Don't be worrying about a card. See, even if you're giving me a bottle of drink, just hand me the drink. Don't get me a bag.
I just don't need it for a bag.
Just hand me it and go, Happy Christmas, mister. I'd be like, or some rosé wine. I'd be like,
I like the the bottle bags and all zipped up, and I'm like, what's the point in that? I'm going to rip it open anyway. And
exactly.
Drinks
and then someone's wrote on the tag, so you can't even re-gift it with the tag on it. You have to like either tag on it or just hand a bag over, just to be like, get this out of my house.
I was actually looking for one the other week for something, and there it was, and I could said Merry Christmas on it. I was like, fuck it, there you go. But my thing is, if I do buy like a birthday card or whatever for somebody, it'll be like, or a funny one. I get a funny one, no stupid, like to my lesbian mums, like, or something.
Don't get me wrong, a birthday card, because sometimes, especially any time after 21.
Oh, I don't do birthday cards either.
Do you know
only
what I mean?
At Christmas I do, like the only cards I get is for like family, no Christmas.
Well, you have to.
And for
like,
my
Joanne
mash,
bit the fuck out of you didn't give her a Christmas card.
The budget that I got from my mum was like to my 2 mums at Christmas, or like to my dad, and I fucking hate my dad. So anyway, there you go. But tell us this. We'll leave Christmas behind, because we did actually just go off there on a tangent, because I was about to ask you the usual podcast questions. Tell us, how did Misty Falls start? Were you always Misty Falls, or was there was a name before that?
There was a name before that.
What was it? You've maybe told me this.
I have. So Misty Falls, only when you go back now and look at it, fucking, because I'll be 14 years in drag next month.
Fuck.
I know. Long time cross-dressing for the cause.
Long time.
But before that, and I was looking at like old shit, so from when, like, back in maybe the last 2 years of secondary school, I would have done drama and art, because, you know, faggot. And
yes, just look at you.
They were my A levels. So I had like done like sketches and art designs of like this whole production cast. Everything's talking about Jamie, but set in West Belfast.
Everything's talking about Michael.
Genuinely,
basically.
But
Misty.
the alter ego to it, because it was obviously Michael boy, this drag queen female illusion, as like the opposite to it, and she was always drawn with like big massive either brown or black bouncing curly hair, And
Why did you never have bouncing curly hair?
fuck you, you cheeky little bitch. I knew you were going to say
Only
that.
you
These
could-
were art designs. I was able to draw it, okay?
So it never came to fruition.
Well, no, now they do. Now I have lovely hair.
Do you?
14 years later, don't, because I will throw this microphone at you.
It's attached to a wire.
So I'll pull it back and throw it
So
again.
was your school dreams just sitting there?
But yeah,
writing?
no, so she's been in my head from like maybe about 17, 18, but
Right.
until I actually started doing drag, which would have been about 2010. 2010, 2011.
So when you say 2010, it still sounds, doesn't it, like it was not that long
It was
ago?
like last week.
Yeah, or like, actually it was 2010. Mate, it's been a while.
Or sometimes when I look at, like, do you know when you look at music and you go into like a decades folder? So I'll go into like the turn of the millennium and you look through a couple of them and you're like, I still do these probably at least once a month. Do you know what I mean? But they're good songs, fantastic songs, like they stand the test of time.
Great tunes, can't beat them.
Sorry for the other tangent. I knew yours was going to...
There was, but no, there's the music. Some of the music now is just what used to be with the beat of the top. Like,
Don't. The amount of songs that I go, but that's the beat to that.
yeah, or that was, or there's
That was
these
the
are the words
song.
to something. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, Cry For You and Beg For You. Yeah.
has come back out again with something.
Are
I'm like,
both... They're both the same song with the same beat.
yeah, I'm
But
like, oh.
different words, and I'm like, oh no, I remember the original. I remember dancing in the club to the original.
Yeah, or
Like, turn 18 being like...
it evens me. It makes me feel my age now. When you're DJing, somebody comes up, "Would you play this?" I'm like, "What?
I have to...
What is that?"
I have to look at it in Spotify and listen to it in my ear just to be like, I don't know this song. Do you know what I mean?
I'd be saying, I'm like, yeah, I'll have a wee look if it's on the system and I'll play it for you in about 5 minutes. Doesn't get played. I'm like, nope, I don't like that. It sounds like shite. It's not music, it's crap.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you have to balance it out too. Is it actually shade?
Or people ask for stuff and you're like, do you think this room wants to listen to fucking something really, some girl would like, play Paramore for the bride to be? How about the bride to be fuck off and Paramore out of my face? Like, no, thank you. I did go, one of the performers was doing it me second. No, but it was the week before. She missed it. It's like, you should have been here last week, love, you would have got fucking...
Oh, you would have had your life.
Still into you.
Do you know what I mean? Or if you can build it into a set, you'll do like some wee alty like 3-piece and
Will
put
I
it
fuck?
somewhere.
Shall I get nothing?
I will. But
you will.
Sure, you know me.
I'm like, no, you get nothing. You'll get what's planned here.
mum of the people, I'm like, oh, we'll fit it in some way. We might have to do a bit of higgledy and jiggly about the place, but we'll get it in for you at some point. But you do have to probably wait about a half an hour and buy 2 more drinks. Thank you.
Yeah, like it's
Tuna.
potentially stay around. You'll get what you want.
You'll get what you want. It may take a while.
What was
but
the
it's
name
fine.
of the character?
Yes.
Or what was your...
So previously to Misty Falls, and before I had settled on that, I was a big fan of High School Musical.
Right.
Again, faggot. And for some reason in my head, and I don't know why it resonated with me, it was Tiara Crystal. I know.
I love that.
But I don't know sort of where it came from.
Tiara Crystal.
Or why? Because like if you say it in a West accent, you're like Tiara Crystal.
Your dinner's ready, love.
Do you know what I mean?
Get in out of that rain. Your daddy's not your real daddy.
Who is he?
I don't know,
Do you know
love,
what
to
I
be
mean?
honest.
Uncle John is actually my dad, and Daddy John is actually your second cousin. Do you know? But
Yes,
who knows?
they just come into my room one
The
night.
results are now you're not the father of the baby.
You are not the father of the baby. Why are you gay? I love that. Do you ever see that meme? Do you ever see it? It's the guy interviewing the bitch lesbians. Like, why are you gay? Who says I'm gay? I love
Do you know what-
I was walking around the kitchen the other day just going, why are you gay? I went,
Just do it yourself.
just doing it to myself. Well, asking myself, why am I gay?
No.
'Cause I love
Do you know that the one that does me, and it's only because Electra does not absolutely fuck up about it, is Mama, are you gonna be a lesbian tonight? No. Lies. And like I don't do TikTok.
Do you not?
Oh no, I
Why?
don't. I have never downloaded TikTok.
You should. The thing,
it's-
TikTok shop, you're missing out. You're up in that country in Crumlin, sitting there with nothing to be at. Sometimes just sitting in your wee Celtic shed, and you could be on TikTok.
Because
TikTok
I've
shop.
weed Netflix,
Bitch,
Disney
cried
Plus,
on fixing Sprite, look at all
YouTube,
that.
and a chipped Amazon TV stick. I'm happy.
Girl, that's not giving you happiness. Look at all this here. This is
All the tax.
This is all TikTok shops. See that fucking
No.
Mitchell's made by fucking Myers. All cost nothing. I
God.
love that band makeup off it. I sit at night and just buy shite.
Oh really?
I bought
No,
white
see
tea-
that I
white
think that
tea.
might be my problem is because like I would then sit and have a smoke and like I would lose days. then on it.
It's so
Whereas if
good.
I don't have it, I don't feel like I'm missing out. And then
Brad.
Electra just gives me the references and just shows me the video I'm working on a Saturday night, and I'm like, oh right, okay, I get
that's
it.
what
Oh,
we're
that's
laughing
funny.
at.
Yeah.
Oh, your TikTok shop's the one. New bras and all, knickers, the whole heap. Fuck, you big coming into the new
Primark.
one.
I'll say I'm like, just go
Oh,
down,
no.
go down to Primark, get me
these
my
things-
good one piece. It holds me in, lovely, and that's me.
You should see the viral TikTok body shape holder. Jesus Christ, you disappears, nothing left you. It's fantastic. I need to get a new one actually. I need to write that down. So yes, you were TR. Well, it was going to be TR Crystal.
It was going to be TR Crystal.
That was the.
That was the kind of the workshop name, if we'll call it.
When did Misty Falls? When was your first gig?
Ooh,
What was your very first
my
gig?
very first gig was in Shoe Factory
Was it?
at the Sunday Bingo show. Yes, and the reason why, and it would have been actually the day of my first gig. The next night was the first night I had met you properly, because it was the first night of the first season of Trudy's Drag Race.
Fuck, remember that?
The original Roxy Tumbledore with the massive pants.
Yes, the Gothic era.
And the black wig.
She was in her city hall
With a bit of blue in it.
Yeah.
Oh, like...
That wig's still in here somewhere.
I adore... Anytime I see you, I'm like... I remember that's my Roxy.
I really want.
You were alty as fuck back in the day.
She was.
Like, you came in sitting on a fucking... on a
Wash
tumble
machine.
dryer.
I know.
A washer dryer combo, and just went, this is me. What of it?
Look out, because here I come. And I'm marching
So
to the beat of
literally
my
the
drum.
first night of the first season of Trudy's Drag Race, the night
Trudy's
before
Drag
on the
Race.
Sunday, was my debut at the Sunday Bingo show.
Right.
Where I done a wicket mix with my good sis DK. So we done
Runner
it
of the
together,
week. Runner of the week.
and I always remember because the photo like pops up, but it was one of those grainy back in the day, like Motorola flip phone pictures.
Oh,
Like that's how far back we're going.
taking on Blackberry.
Slightly grainy. Whoever was on lights would have had that big massive green light, so whatever makeup you're wearing, fuck that, because you then look green.
It was just pure washed
and
out.
it was this shake and go black wig with a fringe and a little wave, a cardigan, a black cardigan from Primark,
I do remember when Alpha wore the cardigan.
a waist corset,
Right.
and a pair of black skinny jeans, and I was like, I am living my best Alphaba fantasy right now.
That's Alpha from TikTok. That's fucking wart. The walking wart. That's what it actually sounds like. Misty was
But
giving
yeah, no,
walking
100%
wart.
working girl just had came.
Working girl.
No, like had just came from her shift doing retail. Had took her headphones off and had went, I'm gonna get on stage and do a number,
I'm ready. And you're like,
and I'm ready. And that was my first ever like gig. Was that
humble beginnings,
and
they say.
then Pride that year would have been my first Pride in drag.
Oh my god.
So it was, and then I fucked off to Derry for 2 years and nobody seen me.
I was like, oh wow. But
yeah.
here, tell you what, we'll come back to Derry in just a second. Not that many
The
people want
Derry
to go to it,
girls.
but we're going to take a short break in the podcast where we'll tell you all about none. But anyway, we'll be back shortly. We'll see you soon. Yeah, hello. Welcome back to the Laundry Room Podcast with me, your hostess with the mostess that loves the Sunday roastess, Roxy Tumbledryer. And today I am joined by the Queen of the West, the best. It's Misty Falls.
Hi, how are you, love? You alright?
Hola, buenos días. ¿Cómo te llamas? How are you?
Como me llamo Misty.
It's fantastic. That's great. And Donde,
Estoy bien. Bueno.
you feel good, yeah.
I feel good.
And Donde hasta, where do you live?
A bit.
That's for
No, that's fine. Hablo. No, hablo's to speak.
can't even remember off the top of my
No.
head right now. But yes, you are up there.
Up there. I'm up a country. I'm actually over the Black Mountain. Before I lived beneath the Black Mountain. No, I'm over the Black Mountain.
Just over the mountain.
I'm over the other side of the mountain.
Spends her weeks over the mountain and then comes into this big city for the weekend.
Genuinely, and do you know what?
The shit
It was
out the
one of
window.
those ones that I was living in town, and you know, like we were all out and having the crack week in, week out.
Out and proud.
It was great. And then obviously when the pandemic happened, halfway through the pandemic, I moved out of Belfast and moved back up home to my folks' house back up in Crumlin.
Up with mommy and daddy.
Up with mummy and daddy. And it was, I was always when I move out of Crumlin, I'm not coming back here. I'm going down to city. That's going to be me, blah, blah,
You'll
blah.
never see me again.
Not gonna hurry
September did cry for you as you returned. Oh, she's bad.
I know.
You were one of these queens. I'm like, girls, I'm taking a break. I'm like, you love that, don't you? It's one of your favourite things.
So,
The big announcement. Like, guys.
I just don't, and I think it's because over COVID and over the pandemic, I backed off social media a lot because it became a horrible cesspit, and you could get dragged down very easily from it.
It was wild.
And genuinely, I very much only do a lot of my social media posting will be to do with work, and it's regrams of stuff that is happening in the bar or that I'm being tagged in, or maybe once in, every couple of months, I'll put up a wee picture and be like, oh, I done this. There you go.
I'm lovely. Look at me.
Do you know?
I think social media's fucking shite now.
But you know what I mean?
Had its day.
But yeah, no, everybody just seems to, and I don't know if it's because I come from a generation of drag where if you didn't work for a couple of weeks or you needed to take a bit of time off, like when I went up to Derry, I took fucking 2 years off the Belfast scene and performed maybe twice within 2 years in Belfast, and we'd have worked up there. But I never said, I'm away, I'm taking a break, I can't.
Goodbye.
Now, don't get me wrong, there is girls that are like, I'm taking a break because I need to take it, and it's to do, you know, with whatever. That's fine.
Yes.
Work away, you do what you need to do.
Drag's a wonderful thing, but it does give you the depression.
Oh, 100. I was saying,
I ask
I have
everybody,
said
like,
this
when did you
every
get your
weekend
depression?
in the dressing room, you cannot do drag without an ism. And you may not know it yet, but over the course of you doing drag, you will find your ism.
You get your reason.
And that's it.
It gets awarded to
Do you know what I
after 2
mean?
years.
Like there has to be something psychologically wrong with all of us to do this weekend. Like we find pleasure in doing drag. Like what the fuck's wrong with us?
I find pleasure in getting paid.
Well, yeah, it's about the money as well.
I'm like, see when I get paid, that's great. Thank
Money,
you.
payday. Thank you, Daddy.
And I also find great pleasure in talking shite and having the crack.
Well, and that's what we were saying earlier on as well. Like, give you a microphone in your hand, and for years, I have always known, like from day that I had started in drag and worked alongside yourself, you give you a microphone and you're actually telling you to fuck up and trying to get the microphone off you because we're like, we need to get on with the rest of the show.
And I was like, there's only so much time. I'm like, oh, well, fuck, I'm right back.
There's more numbers.
Oh yeah, what's happening? I do that all the time.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry, what's happening now?
But I think it's in our nature as well to just, if we get a microphone in our hand, we're sitting chatting. Like, we'll do it anyway if we're sitting having a kiki with the girls and
start
having
talking.
smokes, or if we're having a dinner up in Rusty's or something. Like, we don't stop, and that's like
Just
7
talking.
hours of talking shite.
Oh.
And then you put microphones in front of us, and it's still the same amount of shite.
still the same
It's just
shite.
being recorded.
It's just being recorded. What took you to
Do you know
Derry?
what I mean?
Why did you go to Derry?
So originally
Yeah.
I went up to study in Magee,
Magee.
to do my university course in drama with psychology.
Fabulous.
Because at that point I was like, I'll do that, I'll do my PGCE, I'll become a teacher. That was the life track of a young Misty Falls back then.
I was going to be a teacher too, and then
Were
decided I
you?
hated fucking kids.
Babes, that happened to me too!
I was like, nope, no more, not for me.
Genuinely.
Thank you for the student loan. I'm spending it on wigs and dresses. Fuck a lot of
So I done my first year, which was great. Didn't really click with psychology. Understood it, but just I'm not a theoretical type person, and it's a lot of book and very heavy learning, and that to me just no.
just wasn't your vibe.
Um,
As the kids say now, vibe.
It's not my vibe.
If I love that word vibe. We'll just take a moment. It's like, oh yeah, feeling the vibe. What do you mean feeling the vibe? It's just called atmosphere.
Or the adoption of era. What era are you in?
Yeah, it's like
I'm in this era.
I'm giving my wearing black era. Like, no, you're
Just wearing black. Or as
It's not an
as
era.
we would have said, we'll just wear the black and sexies.
Yeah, just wear
Babes,
black and
every drag
sexy,
queen had
remember?
it. Be it. We still
Like,
see if me and Electra text each other, B&S. Black and sexy.
That's the theme for them. Like where those.
Do you know
are
what I mean?
Neon.
And like, we could be coming from any bar, any queen
And
in
like,
Northern Ireland.
no, these-
Could be doing a gig together somewhere randomly.
and you know,
Lauren Pride. And you go, girls wear the B&S, and everybody be like, black and sexy bitches.
fuck, some wouldn't. Like,
Do you know what I
What's
mean?
B&S?
Well,
Like, British Home Stores. I'm like,
Yes, but like
for your
from
British.
ours, because as,
Oh,
as you're
why?
saying that, I'm like, oh, me and you're just the two Islandies here, being like, do you remember back in our
Do you
day
remember
when this all done that? But yes, no. So Derry was for originally to study. It also helped me explore a lot of my, because I had only I only started doing drag,
Right.
and I was at that point a little country boy from Crumlin who went to school in Belfast from the West originally, and my female side, and that part of my gender was never explored. So drag really gave me the opportunity to do that, and also my student loan helped to pay for like wigs and costumes and makeup, and got to do all them bits.
That poor woman bought all them fucking costumes you had. They were terrible.
Oh, they were horrible. Oh, 2-piece sets, leggings, and oversized t-shirts.
But funny enough, as I probably spoke to so many guests on this podcast as well, the outfits that we wore at the time, if you did look at the pictures, that was that was actually nice clothes. That wasn't like,
oh no, that was the height of what we could get.
Oh, like, fuck me, get
and yes,
there was
some rough like pieces.
You look at it in today's standards. Oh my god, that's bogging. But at the time, I was like, oh fuck.
Oh, I pulled out.
I wore a legging.
I got a wee
so there's a legging on the top.
A wee like glittery sequin oversized dress, and I think it's maybe from Evans.
Do you remember walking past Evans and you used to see like a sparkly thing?
The big glittery thing, and every
drag queens are
them size 22, big massive purple yokes.
Full fuck. Oh, those Beth Ditto dresses. Mine's hanging out there.
Is she there?
Oh, she's in there somewhere.
I've had yours on. I've had Rusty's on.
Oh god.
At some point you just.
Or I think Rusty and
you've all been christened in that dress.
Swapped, because I now have one which is smaller than the one I had, which is Rusty's one. All the sequins missing from it. I was like, you bastard! Somebody's got my fucking big giant size 20,
22, 24,
28.
Oh no!
Because I got it. I wanted it. Got it on eBay. It was 30 quid or something.
But that's what I mean.
Swear to God, you could
it's
get
one of those
four
ones
of us in it.
Where that was the height, like a sequin dress from Primark Evans. If you were able to get like maybe a Topshop, a New Look. Like Quiz's formal range, if you ever want. Our gowns were from Quiz Formal.
Our whole level of taste here. It's like Misty's a Quiz's formal range, and I'm like, Misty, never in my whole drag career have I walked into Quiz and went, I'll have a dress from Quiz.
I still wear Quiz dresses.
I know you do. Like, I've seen you at that window hanging out of it in a fucking Quiz.
Love a Quiz dress.
I'm like, who wants to do Quiz? Round 1. Is it stinking? Yes. Congratulations, you've won. Although, to be honest, because there was obviously so many, well, not so many, not as many as there was now, but do you remember walking past the shops and you seen sequin and go, nobody's bought this yet? Fucking right.
That's it.
I got it before the rest is you.
And then now, but then the thing is, now you order stuff, and because we all love Allison Express, or
everybody's got the cheap tab,
a little bit of like Temu.com.
Oh no, I'm on Charismatico buying the fucking.
Oh no, you love like.
I'm doing my Thailand fancy
shit. You get
shit.
your good, but because like you can get really good cheap stuff now.
Oh, like, I'm the queen of all these.
As we noticed that we both
our matching dress that
are both on the same dress.
AliExpress is great. The things I bought, my jewellery, my earrings, my wigs, my every fucking thing is basically made by a wee Chinese girl somewhere.
Rock's my
and I love her. Whoever she is, I want to pay her money. She's fucking great. Just keep me in beauty standards. It's great.
Last 2 years for Bride, I have wore jumpsuits that have been from AliExpress. So I have, and they both cost me under £15 each, and I felt like the most beautiful woman in the world.
This year's outfit is a quick fits jumpsuit. I'm going, you getting your tires?
Actually this year I'm sponsored by Autoglass Repair, Autoglass Replace.
Always and forever.
So
always and forever. Like, what are you? I'm like, I'm looking into the soul of myself. Autoglass Repair, Autoglass Replace. Boop boop.
Imagine.
I'm sponsored.
No, to be honest, I actually don't know what I'm doing for Pride this year.
Me too. I was about to say, what are you doing?
I've one backup that I found this week, which was a dress that I had bought more for an event once, and then left it back in its box, and it has sat in its box for about 6 years now.
I've quite a lot of things in here like that. Like this only came out.
That's love. I remember that.
I only wore that once to something.
No, I can remember
we're talking about a feather headpiece here, but we keep forgetting that we're not.
We're doing
you can't see what we're talking about.
Sorry,
we're talking about a feather
headpiece
here that doesn't.
That I know. I know it from something, but I can't remember.
I wore it a couple of weeks ago, recently in the video, and the place went wild for
it's either been a video, or I must have maybe just seen it across your social media somewhere.
Maybe.
Or it has just been in passing where I've been like, oh, yeah.
Is that a thing? But yeah, no, it doesn't come out often. It's just.
But yeah, no. So Derry. To the original point.
Back to that. Back to what we were talking about.
Ended up getting conjunctivitis in my second year.
Gorgeous.
Lovely. Which took me out of probably about 3 months of classes. Came home end of second year and just went, I'm done. I was like, I can't really go back. It's not where I want to go.
I don't want to be known as the boy with the eyes. Like there's conjuncti.
I didn't go out to anything. Like, I would have sat in my room in like my student house and been like, no, if I went out only in sunglasses, so people couldn't see my eyes. Like, it was really, like, for 3 months I was
Look at that mysterious fella. Look at him.
100%. Like, look
Wrapped
at
in a cloak.
this eccentric. And the thing is, as well, at that time, because it was the first time I had, like, freedom, I was, like, dyeing my hair. So,
We like Phantom of the Opera, like the rafters of the university going, I am Misty Falls.
Do not look at me, because I cannot see you.
My name's Tea and a Biscuit. I mean, no, it's not. It's Tiara Crystal. Tea and a Biscuit. Fuck me.
Tea and a Biscuit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Tea and a Biscuit.
It's
Tiana, but spelled
Oh, wait,
Tiana.
that was somebody's called that from Drag Race. Remember?
Tea coffee.
No, Tea and a Biscuit is another drag queen. Oh, Tiana Biscuit is one. Do you remember
Tiana
Sophie Ellis
Biscuit.
Baxter? It was like was singing Sophie Ellis Baxter somewhere. It was like, and it was completely off key.
No,
I'll find. There's a
well, then
video.
that's why it's in my
brilliant.
head. I
Tea and
was
a
like,
Biscuit.
oh, well, there you
I
go.
follow her on social media. Fucking hilarious. Shout out Tea and a Biscuit. You're a fucking gag, bitch.
But yeah, no. So then I came back to Belfast. Started working, and then came back to started doing shows in Maverick with yourself
yes.
and Miss Rusty Hinges.
Yes.
And that was me back then in Belfast and paying for my sins and
Starting her
been
business.
in the Maverick ever since.
That's right. I remember our days there when I was doing the Sunday service. Where it's
Yes,
always
we would have done Sunday. That's right. So I started on Sunday service when we had the big cast.
Yes,
Back in the day when it was the 8+1, as I call it, because
Cast
it was
of
the 8
1,000.
of usings, and then it was like, hi, I'm here too.
Misty.
The unofficial 9th queen of any season.
Oh, yes. She just
So I had started on the door at Sunday service and would have performed every other week. And done the number, so it would have been the group number, and then I would have performed to give you time to change, and then you would have all done your solos. You would have done the game in the middle, all done your second solos. I would have done the last solo, and then it was the group finale.
Oh, you were a filler girl.
Oh, I was 100% the filler girl that done the door.
Filler girls.
And that's how I started off in the Maverick with usings. We then, and then so I would have done the Sundays and TNT Thursdays rocks
Yes. Oh my
as well.
God.
Do you remember
Yes.
the cheeky run of Thursday nights that you've done?
We've
So
done
would have
a
done
bit
that
of
with
everything.
usings because I was listening to Electra's episode and you were talking about Ultravamp.
Yes. Electra's Thursday
But
night.
TNT would have been before that. So the first couple of nights of Ultravamp, I would have came down as the guest because we all would have kikied together.
Just remembered that. Oh
Yeah,
fuck.
so
This
we-
and that. It was just been everything. It was,
Everything. It was R&R, but on a Thursday, so it had to be T's in the name. Like that's the level we were at
so
back then.
awful. Oh my
So we would have
God.
done the gig, had the gags. I would have got the free drinks because I was the guest that night. So Mum was happy.
Oh, why you were getting your drinking?
And then the three of us would have then went upstairs and to Electra's night
Gig.
and sat in the old VIP area.
That's right. The raised seating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the good old
Because
raised
then that's
seating.
when you were saying with the girls about the Bitch Please days.
Yes.
I came in later on in the Bitch Please, but I was only ever there because I was the VIP host for the Rue girls when they came in. So I would have had the velvet rope at the VIP area.
you rope opener?
You were all like doing the kiki, having the girls doing the performance. There's me standing in a full outfit the whole night in heels, being like, "Where's your wristband?
Can I see your wristband? I'm Misty Falls.
Do you have a wristband?
Rope opener.
But the best part about it was like it helped me in terms of I got to chat to like loads of people.
Yeah.
If you were doing VIP on like a Rue night, you knew half the VIP area anyway because they were either bar regulars, other working performers, or just the people that were just out and about and that you've known from day dot. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
So you
like,
always had a gig.
right.
Plus, you
Go
got
get
to
me a
see the
drink.
Rue girls and got a wee picture. Like for me back then,
I know,
that
there were
was
so many
like
nights.
that was like it. Because then what had popped up was recently Boombox's first birthday. Which the first birthday with Detox, which was me,
Detox.
yourself, Electra, and Sassy.
Yes.
And then around about the same time was when Michelle Visage was over.
She's
as
so small.
well.
Do you remember how tiny she was?
Which was me, you, Electra, and Rusty, because it was on the Wednesday, back when the Wednesdays used to be the Rue Girl nights at Bitch Please.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? And then
when it
that's when
started.
we would have started. So I would have done the shows with Usins, and then moved to Tuesday to do Lip Sync Tuesdays, which was my first night. And then I moved to Monday and started working with Teddy, which she would have done Scandalous.
Yes,
in the
fuck, your
club.
memory's amazing.
And I would
fuck.
have then done Mondays in the bar, and then we would have continued on with Sundays, because then Sundays obviously was when me and you got, was what I call me and Electra done work experience, where we worked every other week with Roxy.
I was right. Yes, that's
and
right.
Gemma would have done hosting with you, and we moved the
I
show
remember-
downstairs.
remember
And then
those.
that's when the good May Day, like genuinely Christmas, Easter, May Day, the big group numbers.
Oh, those
the
big
12, 15-minute mixes.
15-minute mega mix production. Made
Princess
by
of Egypt.
So it was basically
Candy Carousel was the river, like iconic performances.
I love that, the Princess of Egypt, or the Princess of Egypt, which was basically the Prince of Egypt.
The Prince of
film,
Egypt, but
the story of Moses.
you
and all
played
of that.
Moses, I played the mum of, because I had to be mum.
Pure mum.
Um,
But Candy Carousel in the role
as
of
the river.
the river. Candy Carousel played the River Nile. I still laugh in my head. Me and Gemma talked about this. Like
The river,
I
and,
like-
and it was a
something-
blue road, like
it was just blue road
and
being
the-
floated down the bar.
It was the blue road that went up the bar, back down the bar, and we thought this was the most creative, far out. We were like, we are breaking waves and barriers here with this level of drag performance.
It was so stupid that it was so
Um,
good. That is what I love about it.
that-
Anything like that that's so stupid, but it's so fun. Like, look at the fucking
Easter, the Nativity.
Easter was what was Easter?
I think it was just a big one of your big, as I call them, the Roxy Tumbledryer specials. Like, you get sent a 12-minute mix, and it just has a little bit of everything, and then there's the Family Guy bits and all the little ad-libbies, and it starts with, do you know how the world
Where I actually found it was on
began?"
YouTube. It was a part of, like, a child's Jesus stories.
I remember you saying
And
about
I was
it.
like, oh, here, you'll do me for the intro of the song. The greatest story. I still have them mixes.
Babes, I have them all. So
I
for some
still have
reason,
them.
because you probably sent me them on WhatsApp back in the day.
They go,
It
"Listen to
transfers
these."
phone to phone.
Yes. And it
So
comes with
it'll
it.
be in my music, and I'll be like flicking through, and then all I'll hear is, do you know? And I'm like, right, I'm listening to it. That
There it
right,
is.
we're here,
Like,
and that's me settled for 13
The
minutes
Christmas
to
one
listen to.
was the Nativity.
Oh, the Nativity was like
Where we had
the
everybody.
box of WKD as
As-
baby Jesus.
as baby Jesus.
And then as we finished it, because the bar stupidly left WKD in it, we literally got them out. Did you crack them in your teeth, or did Titty crack them on
Rusty
hers?
did. Rusty can use his teeth. And we all
oh.
drank neck.
But, and we literally were sitting at the end of our Christmas show doing the Nativity with WKD in our hands, being like, oh my Lord, listen to save it. And then you forgot the baby and had to go back.
That's how I run off. And I went, oh fuck, I forgot the child, and run off. Everybody laughing their head off.
Pesh, like.
It was a cracker. I'm trying to. Easter wasn't.
I think we just done fun bits. No. Do you know what Easter was? Sister Act. The Sister Act 2, Joyful, I think,
That's
would have been around Easter as
right.
well.
Yes, there was the Sister Act 2.
Me and you having an absolute gag. And then
That's
just being like, girls, just follow us, it's fine.
Just follow. Just whatever they do, just follow. It'd be great.
Yeah.
There's Pokey fan. Do you want anything?
No, I'm dead on.
Bum bum. Everywhere, wherever there was, get the difference, because tonight's the night that rubber bands brew. Every night at this
And the crowd
time.
goes mild.
I don't understand. Like 4:30. I'm like, kids haven't even had their dinner yet, and he's coming around going to an ice cream. I'm
I
like,
know.
I would be out at about 7 o'clock.
If my kids were in the house and they tried to be like, Ma, can we have a poke? I'd be like, yeah, but go use your own money.
I fish fingers in the air fryer. You're going fucking nowhere, bastard. Love an air fryer. All about the air fryer life at the minute.
I'm such an air fryer person.
I'm
I think it's because I'm
changed.
back at home and like I would do a lot of cooking in the house during the day, so I do the dinners and stuff.
Oh, look at her. She's doing,
Oh,
doing the
yeah.
kids' lunches for the kids. No.
Like genuinely, see if I go in and do like a cover night or something, I make sure a child's dinner and all is done. I'm like, dinner's done, lunch is done for the morrow. I don't have to worry. Give me my bottle of wine and go out the door.
I'm aware. That's everything
But no,
done.
the air fryer like is genuinely one of my favourite
Smashing.
things.
I already got one recently there and was like, when I've had one ages ago, it was shit. It was a wee small one. You couldn't get nothing in it.
Yeah.
It's shit now. You can put a fucking chicken in it. Air
See,
fry the bastard to
double
death.
door. It's not.
Oh, a double door.
I
Oh,
have the double door as well.
It's got wheelchair access to ring my fucking air fryer. I'm like, beep, beep, bring up the backer.
You have to get a certain number of points even just to get one.
Fucking
Like that's how exclusive.
wheelchair lift and all for it. I'm like, get her in that air fryer, bitch.
Why no?
In you get, you fucker. So yes, we went from how Misty began. She was up in Derry and then returned, and of course Sunday service run through. I departed for the skies, and then found myself in other places, just doing my own thing.
Doing your own
And
bits and pieces.
now you're currently there with Miss Electra Lagoon.
I am. So from COVID, I came back. Me and Rusty came back, and we're doing DJ sets because we couldn't do anything else other than sit in our little perspex boxes.
Well, here, speaking of sets, I need to give you a quick set and roll. We're going to take a quick break while Misty gets a set and roll, but we're going to talk about the pre-COVID or
Post-COVID?
post-COVID, whatever.
Pre-COVID.
whatever fucking happened.
Did COVID happen?
Yeah, it did. It can't really remember it. We'll be back in just a second. Stay there. Hello, bienvenido, bonjour, welcome back to the Laundry Room Podcast. With me, Roxy Tumbledry, your hostess with the mostess, and today I am joined by the lady of leisure that is Misty Falls.
Hi.
Hello.
You alright, love?
I'm great. It's
You're
nice to be here. Thanks for staying. Thanks for sticking
No,
around.
of course. Anytime,
nice to have
anytime.
you.
It's nice to get a proper, like, in-depth
Chit chat. I know, and tell me all about your.
We're just chatting.
Tell me all about your problems. Tell Oprah about your problems. I don't know why it's just Jamaican.
Why? I was just like, okay.
It reminds me of like the Bo Selecta version of Oprah.
Massive chin.
Live for it. Just love Bo Selecta. It's racist. No, it's not. It's funny. It is a gag. But anyway, so before the break, we were off there, give you a nice curtain set. So we did.
We did. It's bouncy and gorgeous.
Because we're doing DJ sets, and I thought you needed a wee curtain set for the weekend. So yes, so after COVID, myself and the beautiful Miss Rusty Hinges then came back and we're doing DJ sets upstairs, downstairs, because we were in our little fish bowls behind the DJ booth and couldn't talk to anybody. We were like, hi. Oh yes.
Do you remember?
Stay back.
Yeah.
I was doing one.
We literally looked like mannequins in a window.
In Union Street, we were actually just behind a perspex screen, and it was just...
Same. Like you've seen the DJ booth in the bar as well. They literally, it was like perspex off, and this was before even they put the windows in. So like it was that, and then you just had the window behind you that was half blacked out. You were like, I genuinely am so glad I don't have claustrophobia, because if I did, I would be feeling it right now. Or you had to wear that fucking visor shield.
Hated them. I never wore any of it. I was like, see if I die, I die. That's the end of it. I was like,
you made peace with it. You were like,
I
that's
made
it.
peace with it about the second lockdown.
I am done.
When people are lit, but even though they were like, stay at 2 meter distance, blah blah, there was still some stupid fucking rancid old bastard up their back with a mask under his chin, going.
At least I had it on the chin. There was ones that were just down about doing absolutely fuck all.
No, like masks and all that. They weren't gonna fucking protect you. It's a bit of shitey plastic that's been shipped in from China. Fuck off. Like, but they were always up your back. I'm like, that's one thing I think it should be brought back, is still stay the fuck away from people in the queue. You do not need to be inside me. Like, fuck
go
me,
away.
At least buy me a drink first. He's concentrating like
just
right up
a
your
drink.
back.
I'm like, no, let's go for a nice dinner first.
Balls, you'd be like, give me a side eye and that'll do me. I'm like,
well, to be honest, yes, if the mood does take me, I'm just like, blue bloop.
If the star line was that
the stars
see that? No, blue bloop, was that the sound of lube coming out of a packet there? Was that? It's what I thought it was. Like blue bloop was like, that was lube just dropping.
I tried to do the grinder noise and then I was like, no, thank you. I couldn't do it.
Oh my god,
I'm so bad at noises.
Hold on, let me have a listen to that 1 second. Let's hear that back again.
Blue boop, blue boop. Hey, Jay.
Blue blue, blue blue. So that is the Grinder's brand new sign.
That's Grinder's brand new grandma for the older Grinder. Blue boop.
Hello, welcome to Grandma.
Blue boop.
Where you'll find local grannies in your area who can make you like apple pies.
Oh my god, that's not that it turns me, because like I love a da. Blue boop. And I have fucked a granda. Blue boop. Blue boop.
What have you?
Yeah.
What age?
58.
That's not a granda.
It is in the West.
I
could be a great granda in the West, for fuck's sake.
You have got me there. You've first time I've ever been
you know what?
so like,
do you know what's even funnier? And I'll tell you yes, but I'm telling you no more. He wasn't even from the West. He was from the East, because I'm doing it for the cause.
Oh, he arrived in a Rangers top, and you're like,
oh no, I went to his.
Oh, you travelled across.
Oh, I travel.
You were on the glider.
I don't call him a travel. Oh my god, I love the. Then genuinely, it was actually somewhere off the glider as well, because when I was in Belfast, it was genuine. Like, props to TransLink when they want to do the work, because the glider route from West East has absolutely leveled up the trade game.
Oh, now you're traveling.
Well, when I was in the city, and then fucking COVID came in, and I was like, well, I can't go anywhere. Jesus Christ!
She's taking the purple tram to get the purple head.
Had to go for a wee walk around the Bogs Meadows when I was down around Donegal Road, just to fucking have a look at somebody. And they were still fucking 6 feet in front of me. It was like, hi.
Like, hi, you're stinking. You're like, no, just wank me through this bush and I'm away. Don't talk
away.
Anymore.
Can't do it.
At least I know the glider's a good.
Oh yes, no.
Gliding's good for the sliding.
If anybody is on the glider route, it's very good for hooking up, because you just get your day ticket and then that's all your travel sorted.
And just sit with your phone open and fly up and down the route and just get off whenever you're looking your route.
Oh, it's a laugh. Like,
Fabulous. So you we're going with a granda. All ages here. Nobody discriminated against at all. It's like taking Zimmer frames and all upstairs and going, just park your wee scooter.
Oh my god, I'm at,
out of battery
no,
pack."
I haven't been that bad. They've all been mobile.
And so nobody's been, at near death, and you're like,
No,
I
I'm
could
not that
do
bad.
with some new bits and pieces. She's like, no, I'm
We're
alright,
not.
don't
No,
want
no, no.
it." It's like, if I don't wish the middle,
I don't.
I did.
I don't have a sugar daddy. Never had a sugar daddy. But if I wanted a sugar daddy, do you know what? I could get one because I'm what? Sickening.
You make me sick, you bastard. Sugar daddy. That's never for me, and crap. I'm like,
No.
you get as much money as you want, but no.
Plus, as well, like, then you owe something. Whereas, like, I'm very much the type of person, I will have as much fun with you as possible, and we will have a great time.
I don't want
But
that from you.
once I'm away,
That's the end of that chapter.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we may have fun a couple of times, and we'll do it again. But whatever we do in that room is us in that room. We're in it. Do you know that way?
Yeah.
And after that, I'm like, it's why I don't do relationships. It's fucking terrible.
Oh, really? No, it's not
Um,
for them.
No, I've like genuinely in my whole life, I have had 3 serious relationships, and none of them lasted.
greatest loves.
None of them lasted more than 6 months.
I'm the same, girl. I've had nothing over 6 months.
So,
No, yeah.
Mm.
But 7
Was
months.
it?
Yeah, just real time wasters and dickheads. So,
But that's my thing is I'm like, I can have fun with people, but it's sexual fun, and it's a sexual relationship. It's nothing to do with
And that's
anything
it.
else out of it.
get the fuck. And it's even hard for us as drag queens for dating because people are just like, I'm like,
Don't.
sorry, I'm not going to fucking blow up the world. I just perform twice, sometimes once a week.
Yeah, it's either that
And
or,
most of the time
or
I
they're
can't be
too
arsed.
into it, and they're like, "Oh,
Can't
do you
take-
do this for, like while
Fuck.
you're sitting about in your fucking living room on a Sunday afternoon?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am, but I'm getting ready to go out to
You
work."
could end up
I'm
meeting
not
somebody, and then
fucking-
they could end up stealing your whole drag persona and becoming you, and then be like, oh, what happened
This
to
is
me?
it.
I'm like,
do you know what I mean?
they stole everything and disappeared.
Well, this is it.
Um,
But the thing of it is, as well, when it does come to dating in drag, or just fucking in drag in general, people will have a pre-expectation of you, and think that, like, see, if you're having like a wee drink beforehand before you get down to it, some people can expect the character, do you know, and are expecting, the crack. And
oh, well,
the
I
blah,
don't.
blah, and
I
the
would
blah.
not go with anybody in drag. It's not my thing.
I've kissed people in drag.
No.
I have had, I'll be honest and say, I've had sex twice in drag, and both of the times I was very, very drunk. Like, it was post-gig, but one of those gigs where you stay out after.
Oh, you were back in the day.
Back in the day, and like would have took the guy home in a taxi.
Gay.
One of them, great, actually was quite a good experience, bar I was in drag. The other one, I had to get my housemate's partner at the time to fuck the guy out of the house.
Oh, was he getting a bit of
As soon as anything started to slip or move,
Oh,
he
he's freaking out.
turned, and I went, "Mate, this isn't going to be for you." I was like, "I'm not being a dick." I was like, "But just leave." And he was like, "Oh," and I was like, "That's dead on. Get your stuff." And the front doors where you came in, and I went downstairs and went into the living room. And then about 5 minutes later, he hadn't left, so I sent my housemate's partner at the time up, and he literally like went and escorted him out of the house.
out you fucking free.
Do you know what I mean? And from that, but again, like, sex, drag to me isn't anything to do with sex. Like, I don't even refer to myself as a sexy drag queen. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I do drag, I
Just
go
a boot.
into mum character, and
Boot.
I'm just like,
Aye,
we're
like-
here, we'll have the crack, and it's a gag. It's
Yeah,
not.
see, as you say that, I wouldn't be like, oh, Roxy's sexy, or I'm
No.
a comedian. I like to be funny.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't look at it's not a sexy thing. I don't, but like, when you get a text or ever going,
You can look well. Don't get me wrong. Like, we'll go out and we'll make sure we're looking
I look
fucking
well.
mint.
I look good. But it's not like a sexy.
No.
It's not that for me. It's not a sexual turn on. It's not a thing. Or they go and you getting all. Somebody thinks you're going to take them home and be like that. I'm like, man, not a fucking
Not
chance.
a chance. As soon as I get in the door, not even. I've actually now got it because I get ready in work most weeks. Like, I'll paint in work because it helps me get into like the work mindset.
You're in the building, so you just
do you know what I mean?
Right, you hear my room of shame.
Because I do it all in there, and like I'm in that mindset. As soon as I finish a gig, and go back up to the dressing room, my everything comes off.
Straight off,
my
right.
tracksuit goes back on. The lashes are off. The earrings are out, and everything's packed. And I'm in a taxi.
And away. That's me too.
Do you know what I mean?
I get changed and undressed here at home because it's easier and everything's just at my hand because the dressing room stuff I can never be arsed. I just leave as soon as I'm done, come home,
Yeah.
and it's like Bruce Almighty at the door, just phew, disappears. And I'm like, right, let's go.
But that's the
We're done.
thing. Like, you need, I believe you need that separation between the two. And
Oh god, yeah.
it's not. I'm genuinely not knocking anybody that does it, because
No.
if that's part of what you want to do in drag, fucking do it to your best that you want to do.
Work away.
But for me,
It's not
if
for
I'm
me.
dating out with people and or having fun, I like to be myself,
Same.
not a product that I have created over the past 14 years.
Even
and put on
relationships I was
stage every
in,
week.
and I was like, no, we're not doing anything or kissing or doing fuck all until I wash this off. It's
Yeah.
just like, no.
But don't get me, like, I've kissed people, like, on a Saturday night out. I've had a wee lumber with somebody when I've been in drag and had a couple of drinks, but that's
Slut,
it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not.
You're not like.
Do you know, you have a wee cheeky kiss? Just if,
Marry me,
if
I'm
somebody's
lovely.
lovely, you're like, Mary, give me a wee bit of you, but I don't care that I'm in drag. Do you know what I mean?
Fuck, I haven't been out in years. I haven't been out in years. I don't know what it's like. I actually don't. I fucking can never, as I said, I can never be arsed. I am done as soon as I'm done. I'm getting old now. And
See, I think it's that as well.
So
It's an
I feel
age
like-
thing that, like, if I'm going out, like, we're all going out for, like, brunch or to a dinner or out for drinks.
barely even doing that now, for
Well,
fuck's
that's what I
sake.
mean. But, like,
They're
you,
getting really
you
old.
make yourself go to them in a way because it's a catch up with everybody.
Well, this is it. Just like
Do
chatting
you
with
know what
mates
I
going,
mean?
"Well,
And we get to, because we don't get to work, like, if you think about it, like,
it's as we always say, getting the old
us
band back
two-
together.
I love getting the old band back
Get
together.
the old band back together.
And having the crack, because, like, myself, you, Electra, Adam, Rusty, we all work together very closely for a long time. And, like,
I know.
I would, because I was sitting chatting to a couple of the baby queens recently, and I was like, without you and Rust, I wouldn't have worked or done as much as what I did in the early days.
Yeah.
And it is about that sort of, like, paying homage and doing your time and then working your way up, which I have done. Like, I fought for every single position that I have got
Yeah.
on the Belfast scene,
Same.
and have done it over the past 14 years. Do you
I've
know what I
worked
mean?
hard. I've not just waltzed in and been a con.
But
You
we've
can't be a con.
also all worked together a lot over that time, and, like, we've been away together. Like, I'm surprised we haven't even genuinely got on to either Amsterdam or
Okay.
Benidorm.
Fuck. Oh, they're for the next round.
Oh, like, that's
There's-
part 2 of the remix. But
Oh, fuck. There's more to be
like,
discussed.
that, because when I think of, like, myself and your friendship, there's a lot of it that's in, like, shows and all that stuff.
Aye,
But
working.
then you're one of the very few people, in terms of someone who I work with and have travelled with as well, and had some great international
Had a
friends,
good
so,
laugh.
um,
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, do you know what I mean? And it's important that we do get to have those wee moments where we get to, like, see each other and catch up and go, girls, do you remember about that?
Do you remember this? Do you remember that? Do you
Do you
remember
remember
this?
that? And I think that's why I keep up with sort of, like, my stuff that I've done in the Belfast scene, but I try and keep up with everybody's, because as a matriarch now,
I love you're all like drag mom, like, right? Portia and
because they're trying to make me a great granny.
oh no, but Portia was like, I was like, do you do a drag mother? She goes, no, I wouldn't do any of that. I'll give all you the help you need, but no, I'll cheer you on from the sidelines.
But no, so
I'm like,
I kind of keep everybody's stuff in my head, because then if the kids ever ask me, I go, no, but then this is what happened.
This is actually the way
and
that it
that's
went.
why it's always fresh to me, because I'm always, like, trying to pass on, being like, but no, this is what the, like, my generation of queens did, my
Yeah.
good Judies, my girls.
Well, this is the reason for this podcast as well, is to talk about things that
done
went before.
that we all done together, and then
and even before us, it's how we're what you're dancing and enjoying yourself now is on. Well, no, I can't get words out, but it's basically we're talking about stuff that's happened for people now that are just coming out to understand this is what came before you and before us and before everything else.
100%. Like, I can remember back in the, like, us saying about, like, the first time in drag. I remember when the only guest spot you were ever getting was on a Sunday night at the Sunday Bingo Show, and that was the only drag open guest spot. And, like, you were maybe waiting 2-3 months at a time before a space opened that you could get into it.
I know, and what's sad is the Sunday Bingo show is no more.
Do you know what I mean? I know. Tears.
Tears.
But you know what I mean? Like that.
But this is what
was-
happens in a scene where nobody supports things.
Well,
When-
that's the thing. Like, I would 100% be
with
like, get
three,
out,
three
support.
bars,
Yeah.
two, you know, fuck
And
me, people,
we're going
get
through
out.
changes, and I get it. Like, it's not us going, oh, us gays, us LGBTQIA plus people have this disposable income that we supposedly always have, because
Nobody
that's what the
does.
heteros think. We have all this disposable money.
We got the money.
We genuinely don't. We have the exact same money as everybody else, and probably worked double as hard to get it.
I know.
But going out to make sure, like, that's why when I go out, like, if I'm going out, I'm making sure that I'm going down to Maverick and I'm seeing the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Mostly because it's a place I feel comfortable as an older person who has anxiety as well. Like, that's my home, and I know I can go down there, feel comfortable, and have a great night in a space that I'm in. It's safe.
It's
do you know what I mean?
Those bars down there is where we will go to.
It's the people, like, genuinely that maybe are out once a year and then will write shit either online or critique, or you just hear it word of mouth, and you're just like, but you are genuinely in drinking water one night a year.
You have a glass of water.
And you think that you have this know-all to judge everything that goes on, when we're literally beating our arses off together, trying to get shit in, wigs, costumes, hair, diversifying our spectrum of entertainers as well. And you're literally sitting there with a slap face on you.
Oh, it happens a lot.
Do you know
just
what I
see
mean?
people whose faces always trip them, but that's just them. It's a problem with them, not
Do you know?
anything to do with
Oh no,
what's on stage.
100%.
Just
But
leave
there
your
is
shit at
like
the door.
fantastic stuff that does go on, you know, across our little rainbow quarter of the world, and further afield, with like yourselves doing Balmoral and the girls doing Revs.
Yeah,
and, like,
there's drag everywhere. Drags.
I'm
drags
back
everywhere.
up doing Crumlin again, which is great from before the pandemic, and doing something that I don't normally get to do in Belfast, which I do live sets now in Crumlin.
Jeez.
So I'm literally there with a microphone singing for an hour
Enjoying yourself.
and having genuinely the best of crack. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
But that's like, we get to do stuff outside of our own little hubs, but our hubs are there that are also as well 9 times out of 10 free to come down and see the shows.
Yes.
Just in case you weren't down,
Yeah.
it's free to come into our public houses,
Yeah. But people
buy
still
some
don't.
drinks,
People still don't.
get the girls a shot.
I don't even want a shot. I don't even want to drink from anybody. Just come down and support the bars.
No, I know,
Because
that's
we are
what I'm
actually going to
saying.
get to the point soon where we're going to have either none, one, or you'll just
Oh,
have
it's
to fucking go back
going
into
to
the...
be Tina Turner's Thunderdome of drag queens to see who gets the spots then, do you know what I mean?
Fuck.
Like,
I'd be like, nah, you're alright. Work away, kid. You's no better. Fuck's sake.
do you know?
'cause
But that's the thing
just
as
you
well.
put on a fucking
like,
wig and a suit, you're a drag
you
queen
go
now?
back
No.
to like when we started, your new queens would have come out every summer, and they would have been the contestants of Trudy's Drag Race that year usually. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
and there wasn't ever like little sporadic blah blah blah. Like, each queen came up with a new generation, or every couple of years she would have had a wee group. Whereas now, genuinely, you turn round and every other week there's a new queen, and I get it, and like,
Every 15 minutes during the course of the night. Like,
get it,
where do you come
experience
from?
your shoes. I wouldn't be sitting here as a comfortable gender fluid person without the art of drag and using that to explore who I was as a person. Queen of the pronouns. He, she and they. Give me all of it. Call me Michael or Misty and out of drag, and I'm just like, yeah, that's me.
Call me
Well,
when you want, call me when you need, call me when you're misty, call me when you tease.
it's going to be one of the Misty Falls. We'll have to do that
There
in
you
the
go.
next one as well. The amount of different songs that you have over the years changed into Misty Falls. Misty Falls.
Oh my
Misty
God, remember
Falls,
that?
Misty
Yes.
Falls,
Fuck.
Misty
Oh,
Misty Falls.
any song at all.
Any song.
Any song.
Got a Misty Falls remix.
works for anything.
For genuinely the space of about 2 years.
If I put it into this, it would be cancelled for copyright on YouTube. It would be fucked. I'm like, oh no, but it's my song. I wrote it myself.
It's called Misty Falls.
It's Misty Falls. So here, before we actually have to go and
Yes.
go on, because I have a pan in the oven, where can we catch you and shout abuse at you from a distance?
Well, you do that every week anyway on a
I
Saturday
do.
night. So
Where can more people do such things?
You can see me across the street if Roxy has done her PR for herself.
Yo.
She is in the Good Union Street at 8. Myself and Electra LeConte are across the street in the Maverick from 9. And doing the bits and pieces. We will be there DJing, having the crack, doing a bit of cabaret. There's lovely, like, genuinely, you know, I love working with Electra. Like, we get to
Yous
work
are-
with you, and I've worked with her for so long that
Two good
it's
girls.
just fun.
I just have the crack. You have somebody to bounce
I
off. and have a
genuinely
laugh.
have the best of crack with Electra on the Saturday night.
Shout out to Electra LeConte.
Shout out to Electra LeConte, my good.
L'Electra.
As we're now known, the Westie Besties.
That's the girls themselves.
We are.
So you see them
because
Saturday nights.
This is the thing. Nobody realises that Electra's from the West as well.
No.
Nobody thinks that.
like-
Electra's from Mandytown. Like, she's literally from up the street. Electra lives closer to Casement Park than I do. Like, that's how Fenian she is.
She is Mandytown.
Mandytown Road.
It's Mandytown. So yes,
But
Saturday
yes,
nights.
Saturday
then
nights.
we'll catch you at the Mav.
Catch me at the Mav. Or whenever Rusty decides to be sick, I usually get swooped in.
Yes, but follow your socials as well. Misty Falls.
Oh, Mummy Misty across the
Mummy
socials.
Misty.
Oh, Mummy Wigs that gets updated maybe once every 6 months when I can be bothered putting stuff about her up. Do you want one of them projects like my podcast that you start over COVID and I literally went, right, I'll do what it needs for me, and then like depression, anxiety and all that kicks in and it gets all fallen to the
Things go to
wayside.
the wayside. You're like,
So
oh, God, I'll
yeah,
take
there
a break
might
for a
be
while.
maybe 2025 will be the revival of when I start to do shit online again. Because
Aye,
I
our
hate
folks,
it,
you hear it
but
here first. Gather your loins.
That's your exclusive.
Aye, ours, just gather your loins.
I'll be back
keep
in
yourselves ready.
2025
It's
to
on
do
its
bits
way.
and pieces.
It's on its way.
But it has been absolutely lovely getting to catch up with you properly.
Pleasure. Thanks for coming on.
And chatting absolute shite.
Thank you very fucking much. There's now a private security van to take you back to where you came from. You fucking
Magabra.
absolute bastard. Folks, thank you very much for listening, and of course, sticking around during the brief hiatus while I was.
Touching yourself.
I was actually arrested in a Libyan prison, but anyway, we'll keep that for the next episode of the Laundry Room podcast. But until then, thank you very much. Love yous, leave yous, have a great one. Whatever you're up to, be safe, be sorry, and if you're not sorry, tell everybody to fuck off. See you later. Bye bye.